You wanted to be around $1,800 a month?
Yeah. And I got them approved and they got rid of their negative equity forever.
What's the most miles you've ever seen on a vehicle?
860,000 miles.
And what kind of vehicle was it?
Negative equity is one of the biggest traps people fall into when buying a car. It feels like an upgrade, but all you're really doing is moving your debt to a new payment. If you're new, I'm Mike, and here we talk about money, cars, avoiding debt, and keeping more of your paycheck. If that sounds good, hit that like and subscribe button and drop a comment.
One of my advisors let me know you're interested in this M5. There was an M8 it looks like you were looking at, and then also maybe an X6M. I want to see what I could do to help.
He was not able to probably get where I want to be because there are not probably enough discounts or rebates.
He was sharing with me that you wanted to be around $1,800 a month.
Yeah.
And just as it sits right now, I can get another set of eyes on your trade, but to get to within $100 of your payment, just as it sits right now, I'm taking $1,000 off the vehicle. I've stepped into your trade pretty aggressively based on what the market's bearing for the car. And if you want to be at about $1,800 a month on a lease,
$1,800 a month. I've financed 3 vehicles in my lifetime. A used truck, a brand new car, the one I drive now, which is paid off, and a brand new Harley Davidson. All 3 payments combined were still under $1,000.
we're about $40,000 away.
Yeah, he already told me that.
You want to look at a different car?
What different car you have? You don't have enough rebates to cover it on any car, probably.
No, sir. We have to just look at something that's a little bit less of an MSRP.
Yeah, like what?
There's 30 grand in negative equity.
The only way to make a deal is that if you have enough rebates on some car, which can cover the 30K, that can eat up the negative equity.
We could do a BMW iX if you're interested in an all-electric.
No, I don't want electric. You have a 540 Xi?
There's one that I have in my inventory that is spoken for.
I looked at your website. There is a 2024 540 Xi new listed. You have it in your inventory. Do you have it?
You're talking about the one that is black sapphire with the smoke interior?
Yeah, something like that.
It's a 2026. I don't have a 2024 unless it's a pre-owned one. I have a 2024 8 Series.
You're not eating up negative equity, even if you have the rebates to cover it. You'll just be paying more for the new car than the next guy.
And the all-electric, which you said you didn't want, and then a Land Rover and a Jaguar. I don't have a 540 that's a 2024 on the new side. I mean, with a little bit of money down, we do have some heavy...
No, I can't put down $40,000.
I wasn't asking you to. I was just sharing with you, just so you knew that was kind of where we're at difference-wise, as far as the discount I provided now and what we're at on your trade.
How much discount do you provide?
I did $1,000 off MSRP.
Okay, that's good. Are you guys the Onyx, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. And you are not BMW of Omaha, right?
We are, sir. Onyx, we have 4 brands under one roof. BMW, Jaguar, Land Rover, and Mini Cooper.
I don't see it now. Maybe it was someplace else, but I think it was you guys that you had a 2024, but probably it's a different vehicle, you know. Anyway, thank you so much.
No problem at all. Let me know if there's anything we can do to help in the future.
Okay, take care.
If you can't afford to pay cash, you can't afford it. If you can't pay off the negative balance you already owe, you definitely can't afford it. You'd be paying over $21,000 a year just in car payments. 64 grand if that's a 3-year lease. All that money gone.
I just had a customer that was $39,000 negative in their vehicle, a 630 credit score, and they had no money down, and I got them approved, and they got rid of their negative equity forever. So I get hundreds of people who reach out to me every single week on Facebook wanting me to help them out with their vehicle situation. Well, she reached out to me from Texas, and she said that she was $39,000 negative, her credit score wasn't the best, and she had no money down. She needed out of this vehicle to be in something more reliable, and she needed out of the negative equity. I immediately brought up leasing, even though I just thought to myself, this probably isn't going to work because her credit score and how negative she is in her vehicle. So we reviewed everything.
These guys actually convince people that their debt disappears, like it vanished, and people believe it. Where do they think that debt went? I'd love one of them to explain it to me.
And immediately she was turned down. What we did was called Ford Motor Credit and got her a tier 0 approval on a brand new F-150 Lightning on a 3-year lease, 12,000 miles a year. Her payment only went up $100 a month. Full factory warranty for the entirety of the lease, gap insurance, and no more negative equity. So in the next 3 years, she'll have something reliable. And at the end of her term, she can walk away from her negative equity forever. So let me know in the comments if you would pay an extra $100 a month to get out of $39,000 in negative equity. For more content like this, follow Corey Creates Deals.
This woman thinks she walked away from $39,000 of negative equity. What happened is they probably sold her an overpriced truck with a few rebates. No bank, no finance company is ever going to wipe away your debt. It's ridiculous and wrong to convince people otherwise.
All right, guys, I got a customer here right now. He's looking at our Civic Type R. He's trading in a Civic EXT. There's a lot of negative equity. He owes about 15 grand on it. I'm at 7,500 right now, but I'm going to take another closer look at it to see if I can get him a little bit more to try to salvage this deal, put it together with all that negative equity. Let's go take a look at the car. I got the meta glasses. They're going to help me show you the car. All right, so this is what we're looking at. We got a 2017 Honda Civic EXT. It's got about 110,000 miles on it, I believe, 112, something like that. Overall, it's not terrible. Obviously, there's some wear and tear on it, which is expected, but overall, not too bad. So there's a nice scratch right there. Again, something a little bit older like this, I'm not going to try to make it look perfect, but I do want to make sure that it's still up to our standards. Nice dent right there. I don't know if the glasses are picking that up.
He's already got a great car. Reliable, cheap to maintain, great on gas. There's no reason to upgrade. Getting the new model would mean a $7,500 loss. Not worth it.
Like I said, I do want to bring it up to our standards for sale. I think I can get him more than 7,500. It's definitely a smoker car, as you could see. And you know, you could smell it when you stick your head into there, but we have ways of getting that out for sure. But this car is definitely going to need a little TLC. It started right up. I drove it. Transmission's good. Engine's good. Overall, it's a decent car. Like I said, just needs a good amount of TLC on it. I'm going to get it in the shop, see if there's anything wrong with it, put it up on the list. So it's actually got 118,000 miles. I apologize. I'm going to put it up on the lift, see if there's any surprises that I should know about. If not, if overall, I'm expecting normal wear and tear, brakes and rotors and whatnot. As long as there's no surprises, I should be able to get him a little bit more than 7,500 that he originally was hoping for. And if that's the case, I think I'll be able to get a deal together.
That car has a lot of life left in it. 118,000 miles on a Honda. Stick with it, pay it off, and drive it free and clear. I've owned a few Civics, and honestly, I could still be driving one of them today. It would have saved me a ton of money.
Lawrence, what is the most amount of negative equity that you have seen?
41,000 on a 2022 Jeep Grand Wagoneer.
Gotcha. What is the most amount of negative equity that you have seen?
It was around $10,000 on a Honda Accord, 2016.
Did they trade out?
Yeah, they traded out of it. They had to get into a 2023 Tahoe to eat up the negative equity.
Gotcha. Did they put any money down?
And did. They had to put in like $4,000 down to get to approve.
Damn. And they still put $4,000 down.
Put $4,000 down to eat up some of the negative equity to get approved.
Gotcha. That's crazy. What is the most negative equity that you have seen?
I thought I'd seen it all before, but right now she owes 44 and the vehicle is worth about 22. As you can tell, street flips.
What car was it?
It's 2024 Ford Escape with moderate damage, so she owes a lot of money on the vehicle right now.
How much is it that she owes?
$10,000, $20,000, $40,000 just thrown away, all for transportation. What are you really getting? A bigger screen? A few extra features that don't even add up to $1,000? It's not worth it, especially when you're buried in negative equity.
44,268 and the vehicle is worth 22.
Okay, so how much negative equity is that?
22,000.
Danny, what is the most amount of negative equity that you've seen?
I had someone who had an old Mustang that they bought from a tote the note place, and they really just screwed them over. They had a bad deal on it. And so it was a 15-year-old car that they still owed over $25,000 on. So they had about 20 grand in negative equity to try to get out of.
So it was worth like 5?
Yeah.
Damn. What is the most negative equity that you've seen?
Top of my head, I had a customer that was $8,000 upside down on a 2018 Silverado. That's the most I've seen personally.
$8,000 is crazy. What is the most amount of negative equity that you have seen?
I want to say the most amount of negative equity I've seen is probably about $30,000.
What car was it?
It was on a pickup truck, and they were trying to buy another pickup truck.
Gotcha.
How do you owe $25,000 on a Mustang worth 5? That should be illegal. But people sign, don't do the math, and do it again a couple years later. I mentioned it in another video. I knew a guy who kept rolling in negative equity until he was $30,000 upside down, and still trying to do it again. All because he doesn't want to drive a car that's more than 2 years old.
What's the most miles you've ever seen on a vehicle?
About 860,000 miles.
And what kind of vehicle was it?
A 1985 Ford Ranger.
Like I said, Ranger Danger.
Right?
What's like the most miles you've ever seen on a vehicle?
Probably like about 500,000.
What kind of car was it?
Chevy.
What's like the most miles you've ever seen on a vehicle?
I've seen 850,000 miles.
What kind of car was it?
It was a Dodge Ram 2500.
What's the most miles you've ever seen on a vehicle?
Like 380,000, I believe.
Hey, what kind of car was it?
Honda Accord.
No way.
Yeah.
That's wild. Okay, go Honda. Go. What's the most miles you've ever seen on a vehicle?
We have one on there right now that has 580,000.
What kind of vehicle?
It's a F550.
That's a lot of miles. What's the most miles you've ever seen on a vehicle?
Million. Oh, over a million. It was capped out.
What car?
An F-150.
Million miles. New engine? Replacement? Transmission?
No, original everything.
All right, so it sounds like you should buy F-150.
Little bit of everything in that clip. Ford, Dodge, Honda. They last a lot longer than people think. Usually the smartest move is to keep what you've got. Fix it, pay it down, ride it out, and save what you can. I'm going to end the video here and ask you to hit that like and subscribe button. Drop a comment below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.